Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on E!
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North. Shore of Pittsburgh gets sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Right there, 56. You must be dreaming.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Brissett now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. O'Shane Ximines able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
You can't block me. You can't block
to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Brissett, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 10. Cousins, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now Cousins, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kiki QT. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2. Conversion the first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And the pressure gets to him again.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Brissett.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 43. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. To try again after the sack. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Into a double team, and and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
First down, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Brissett on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. On third down, Brissett. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Brissett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Cousins now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Cousins again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw is Brissett. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Brissett. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add up. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Always important to get the first. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Cousins the thrower. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Cousins on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 30 on second down. Brissett for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action with Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Brissett sets to throw it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
And he's going to go down again. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards. Working out of the gun. Cousins under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brissett, and incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Brissett. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
On third down, Brissett. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Brissett now 14 out of 70, 82%. And it's first and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their team. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams
under pressure, they got him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brissett, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Throwing here, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as a nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brissett, and this is caught. I think he got that with 1 hand. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.